Yeah, we go. We are back for the boys' game of this doubleheader. Greencastle Athenians again facing the Greencastle Tiger Cubs. I believe it's both teams' first game, so not a whole lot to know about these teams. But we do know a few things. Greencastle has been a defensive-minded team, and especially this year with the loss of Kale Corsi, who averaged 12.4 points per game for them last year. So out there leading scorer, and Alex Sadian. Well, they're a very old team. Few seniors. We have Drake Burrs, Kane Penn, Ethan McLemore, Tyson Fuller, Jordan Stroud, Jacob Russell, all seniors. Most of them will make up the starting lineup, but we also do have Alex Sadian, the center for this team. He's only a junior, and he was exceptional all last year. But I think we'll have a tough matchup as this is a very tall Greencastle team with their top player coming in at 6'6". They have two of them, but a lot of 6-footers on this team, so it's going to be tough in the paint and trying to get rebounds. You got to play tough and play smart against teams that are taller and just kind of bigger overall.
Yep. Remind everybody, it's James Murphy who gave us our introduction. I'm Jeff Nelson. Glad to have everybody along. Traditional opener, a couple nights before Thanksgiving. Always fun, nice crowd here as folks get settled in at Crawfordsville High School. Certainly going to be a fun night here as high school boys basketball. It's Indiana, and if nothing says high school boys basketball in Indiana better than opening night, there is nothing there. So it's a great tradition. You know, the home of the very first state championship team in 1911. What can you say, James? This is history. You know, the high school basketball just reeks with history. You talked about the big guys for Greencastle. Crawfordsville needs to offset that with some quickness, which they've got. So it's going to be an interesting setup to see how fast Crawfordsville can play and how fast they can play under control.
Yeah, so I know this Greencastle team is very tall, but they do have Sam Gooch, number 10, coming in at 5'11", who I believe is the main focus. And the reason I know that is because Tyson Fuller is the one guarding him, and Tyson Fuller is the best defender in this team, and he always has the toughest matchup. So him guarding Sam Gooch, you can only imagine that he's probably going to be the star offensive player.
Well, he'll be the guy that they probably will run the offense through. It's McRoberts, Gooch, Sutherland, Evans, and Amos for Greencastle. As you said, they do run a pretty good sized lineup, but relatively inexperienced. They did graduate a couple of good guys from last year from a pretty good team, actually. But I know that as is always the case, you never look by Greencastle. You know they're always going to be a tough out, whether they don't have the best team in the area or they do have the best team. They're always a tough out, and you can see a couple of the big guys down there in the purple outfits. Crawfordsville, it's going to be Burris, Patton, McLemore, Fuller, and Sadian, as you mentioned, and so it's going to be just a matter of Crawfordsville, as we said, offsetting the height with some quickness, with guard play, or denying the big guys the basket. It's going to be one or the other. It's the first night. It's a real chess match between a couple of coaches who are very experienced, especially Crawfordsville's coach, David Pierce. You know, he's a long time coach here at Crawfordsville High School. So, as you said, missing pieces from last year, but that happens every year, and it's how you plug the pieces in. Because assistant coach Pierce, OP as everybody affectionately refers to him, produced a phenomenal JV team last year. They were ultimately successful. They were incredibly successful last year. So you hope that some of that success from that JV team moves forward as guys move to play at the varsity level.
Yeah, they're a great coach team, and one thing that's different is Coach Pierce run offense. It's pretty infamous. You don't really dribble the ball much. I mean, it's just a bunch of ball movements, a lot of screens. Really not. Ball's not touching the floor a lot. It's just trying to find those open cuts.
Yep. The run and jump is a trademark, for a Coach David Pierce team.
Yeah, this isn't a team that's like we see it shooting like amazing, but there are a few spotted shooters with Tyson Fuller and Kate Patton who have been very exceptional shooting the ball. And Jake Burris has also been very good shooting the ball. So, we'll still see a team that's bruising and going to try to get to the paint, but I know there is more of a focus of shooting the ball as well.
Indeed, it's but it's back to the whole thing. It's the first night, it's the first tip, it's the first time everybody works up a sweat against another team, and that just makes it fun. There's nothing like opening day in baseball. Everybody's hopes are up, everybody's ready to go. And we know it'll be a great season. And we see it's a great season for us.
Yeah, one thing that made me surprising is the shortest player on the court for Greencastle is actually the one that took the tip. But one thing I learned about him is he can actually throw between the legs dunk down. So, really a guy with good vertical. This ball's out to McRoberts. Finds Sutherland, drives in, can't find much. Cody Evans throws one up, it's going to be no good. Patton gets the rebound. Well, to Fuller, questions the three. It's going to slow it down. McLemore is the lead guard normally on this offense, but a few other good ball handlers with Fuller and Burris. Stadium starts out the year strong with a great post move and puts it in. Same girls and boys, both teams started out their first possession with points. As already going to be a steal as Fuller kind of knocks it out. Patton regains possession. Burris in the corner for three. It's going to be a bit long. Sading gets the rebound. McLemore to Fuller. Fuller's going to slow it down.
Missed the dunk.
Sutherland goes for the dunk early and he's going to miss it. Now something the coach is definitely going to be happy about. Fuller gets spin move. Great move as he puts it up and he puts it in. Tyson Fuller has hit that move on me as well in the times we've played. Very good, very strong. A lot of this team is. As a three-pointer put up by Evans, going to be no good. That's going to be a foul on Judah Amos. First foul of the night.
Greencastle foul number 44, Amos Gaspers.
Athenians starting out strong.
Yeah, and hopefully taking advantage of that missed dunk. Wow.
Definitely going to be the one the coach is not happy about. Now, he definitely had the height for that one as he was 6'2". Greencastle does have both of their six players in the game with Evans and Amos. As Burris is passed, but McLemore's kicked out. McLemore still gets it in the corner, puts up a three, it's going to be no good. And McRoberts saves it. He goes out to Evans. It's going to be Gooch in the corner, actually guarded by McLemore, not Fuller. As Fuller is on one of the 6'6" players in Cody Evans.
Yeah, there's a couple of Crawfordville guys giving away some serious inches defensively.
So one.
But the Athenians playing man-to-man defensively early. That's a surprise. I thought it might start off with a zone giving up all that height.
As Amos puts one up and it's going to be good. First points for the Tiger Cubs. Does have the height advantage over Alex Sading, who listed 6'4", tallest player for the Athenians.
If they can get the ball down in the blocks like that to him, he'll be money. But that's going to be Crawford's need all night long, is to keep the ball out of that very spot.
As Fuller regains possession, gets it out to Patton. Patton kicks it back out to Fuller, top of the key. McLemore finds Patton in the corner for three. That'll be a bit long. And Gooch just got it. Hasn't had much possession so far.
Yeah, 5 different guys, 5 different shots for Crawfordsville. So getting the offense, everybody's getting their fingers on it.
Amos again puts one up, and he's going to get that one over Sadie once again.
Yeah, that's going to be a problem. Yeah, because Sadie can't foul it every time he go down. And once he gets in, he's gonna get a good look at the bucket. It's denying him the ball.
Yeah, and Sadie gets one back on him. But that's going to be a matchup that's going to be used often tonight.
Boy. But these centers are going to end up with about 50 points apiece from this go.
Sutherland back out to Evans for three. That one's going to be short. Sutherland gets the rebound. Puts up a shot. It's going to be no good. It's going to be a foul on Gooch. He jumps up and kind of lands on McLemore. He's boxing out. It's going to be Mason McCarty coming in the game, the sophomore. He's going to come in for Kane Patton.
Just the rotations now. We're more than 4 minutes into the first quarter as Coach Pierce will start getting, a guy, a breather here and a breather there. That was a really good box out by McLemore. Really, really good box out to pick up the defensive rebound and earn the foul.
This is going to be Fuller bringing up the ball. Handed off to Burns with a spin move, and that will be blocked by Gooch. Gooch loses control, and that ball goes flying as Sadian creates control. Ball poked down. He's going to slow it down to McCarty. Puts up the three. It's going to be short. Athenians putting up a lot of shots. Not really what I was expecting. A lot of it's been different. Fuller's been bringing up the ball, and it's been a lot of differences so far. As Sutherland puts up a three. Also be long. McLemore gets the rebound. That'll be a foul on Evans. Third foul of the night for the Tiger Cubs.
I want to remind everybody, if this is your first basketball game of the season, you haven't caught up any of the girls' games yet, if this is your first boys' basketball game, there's a rules change this year that 5 fouls means we shoot 1 and 1. We don't shoot 1 and 1s. At the 5th foul, we shoot the bonuses. So 3 fouls already on Greencastle, 2 more fouls, and the Athenians will shoot bonus free throws for the rest of the quarter, not the half.
So McLemore puts one up in traffic. It's going to be no good. McRoberts with the Sutherland. It's going to end up in Evans' hands. We got some McRoberts for three. That'll be no good. But the Athenians can't get a hold of the rebound, and that will go out of bounds. The Connor Sullivan coming into the game, I'm going to imagine, brother of Nathan Sutherland. So you have both Sullivans on the court, and he takes out McRoberts. As Gooch puts up a three, that'll be no good. Sadian gets the rebound. Off to Fuller. Just going to slow it down, bring his offense back to the position they'd like.
3 rebounds for Sadian to go along with a steal and 2 buckets.
McCarty finds Fuller in the corner for three. That's good. Tyson Fuller puts up the first 3-point of the night. Fuller, one of the spotted shooters on this team. As Gooch, this ball stolen away. That's going to end up being a foul.
Had to steal for a split second, but got a chunk of the arm to go along with it.
That was on number 3, Drake Burris.
That's, I believe, the first offensive foul of the game, and we played more than 6 minutes.
Yeah, as McLemore comes out for Patton. Or substitutions is, it's like Greencastle almost going for a lob early on. As Patton puts up a three, that one's going to be no good. Sadian gets the rebound, is hit by Fuller. And good jump ball from McCarty as he keeps it Athenian basketball.
It'll be a steal from McCarty after that. Third Greencastle turnover.
To Sadian, who's going to hand it off to McCarty. Back out to Burris.
Reset the offense. Greencastle man-to-man defensively here.
McCarty saves him. Full going out of bounds. Out to Patton. Finds Burris. Thinks about the three. Puts up a jump shot, but it's good. And it's blocked. I believe that was Sam Gooch.
Sure was. Should have shot it the first time through instead of looking to fade.
Amos puts one up. It's going to be no good. Fuller gets the rebound. Brings it up with speed, slows it down.
Under a minute. First quarter.
A lot of motion. Pat loses a bit of grip. Again, a lot of movement, a lot of screens.
Well, I'll tell you what, if you don't move and screen in a Coach David Pierce offense, you're sitting beside him.
As Sadie tries to run up, it's blocked by Amos. Not easy to get it over a 6'6" defender in the post. Sutherland for three, it's going to be no good. That's going to be another foul. Great box out from Pattis. That's the second one, and that'll be Cody Evans' second foul of the night, I believe. And he will be coming out of the game for Jacob Zimmerman.
Fourth foul, no shots to be had. Crawfordsville can go for the last shot here with 17 seconds to go in the quarter, leading by 5. Good first quarter for the Athenians.
And Schrout will come in for Burris. As Athenians will go slow, hold it, make sure that they have the last shot, not giving Tiger Cubs any opportunities. Plenty of points. McCarty, not many options. Finds Patton, puts up a deep three. It's going to be no good, and Sutherland throws one up, and that one's going to be no good. As after the first quarter, here comes the Athenians up 9-4. Great start for the Athenians, playing aggressive, playing strong. They are outmatched height-wise, but still battling as much as they can.
Yeah, sure are. I mean, that's as a Crawfordsville observer, that was a very, very well played first quarter play for the Athenians. As they don't hit very many shots. They're 4-15, 1 out of 7 from long range, but only 2 turnovers. And I think Coach Pierce will take that just about any old time. 5, 6, 10 rebounds individually. Patton has 3. Sadian has 4. The one big thing for Greencastle, they got 4 blocked shots already, but they're having issues offensively too, as they've only hit 2 buckets out of 12 shots. They are 0 for 6 from 3-point line. Neither team shot a free throw in the first quarter of play. 4, 7, 10, 11. 1 rebound advantage for Greencastle. Amos has 3 and Sutherland has 3. 3 turnovers for the Tiger Cubs.
Yeah, we'll see what each team brings out for the second quarter. I get a quick first look. Maybe we can imagine some changes overall.
Yeah, 6 different guys took at least 1 shot. 5 of those 6 guys took at least 2 shots for Crawfordsville. So they really got the people involved in the offense. I was really impressed with that, and also that they managed to keep the guys in front of them. So.
As the Tiger Cubs will get the ball to begin the second quarter. As they will keep the lineup in they had going into that end of the first quarter, except 4 was taken out from McLemore as a 3-pointer from Sutherland early on. It's going to be no good. And Sadian gets it to an odd bounce.
Yeah. I think it took a little skip off the front end of the rim, and Sadian had his jump timed, but then when the ball didn't come to him in time, he almost knocked it out of bounds. But did a nice job of saving for his fifth rebound.
Yeah, and almost another small turnover on the way passing it, and McLemore puts up a 3. It's going to be, puts up a jump shot. It's going to be no good. Sutherland.
Yep, early season shooting for both teams.
Amos in the post. Sutherland puts up the jumper, and Sutherland gets it to fall. His first points of the night.
Good inside-out movement from the big guy to get the ball to the secondary breaker and get a little jump shot in the lane.
Patton, open jumper, also going to roll off. Sutherland's going to find Amos in the post. Athenians trying to double. It's going to be a foul on Patton.
Amos was having his way in the first couple of possessions and got down for actually two buckets and 3 different shots. Crawfordsville now is dropping a help defender into him in front of him to try and take the ball away. That one turned into a foul, but it has denied Amos the ball a couple times.
Walks out to Gooch, can drive it in. He's going to get it to fall. Sam Gooch with his first points of the night.
Strong drive to the bucket.
As McLemore does the same thing, it's going to be no good. And Sadian's shot is blocked by Gooch. And Burris will come in.
That's 5 block shots now for Greencastle.
Yeah, he comes in from McCarty, bringing out the starting lineup. The starting lineup is on the floor for Greencastle, apart from Zimmerman and for Evans due to foul trouble. Great pass to Burris for three. It's going to be a bit long. Going to call a foul on Fuller.
Yeah, foul on the floor. Fuller just was not able to get in front of the guy defensively and picks up a foul. That'll be Fuller's first. If it is on Fuller, then it is. Couple fouls on Crawfordsville here in this second quarter.
So then finds McRoberts.
Crawfordsville playing a bit of a smothering man out there.
They're not trying to give any space whatsoever, especially to Amos in the post.
Well, that's right. You just can't give the big guys any air.
Shot from Sutherland's going to be no good. Gooch gets the rebound. He puts one up himself. It's going to be no good. Sadian gets the rebound. It's Fuller for three once again. Oh, it's going to be a bit short. Fuller tries getting his own rebound. They just can't get there in time.
Shots just ain't falling tonight for either team. Right now, the Athenians are 4 for 21, and we got a timeout at Crawfordsville, while Greencastle is 4 for 17.
Yeah, especially in the second quarter. Athenians have put up 0 points so far.
Right, 0 for 6. Greencastle has put up a couple. So a 9-4 first quarter lead is now 9-8. 5.5 minutes to go here until the end of the first half. I just like the way both teams have played, James, but coaches, fans don't care much for a 9-8 ball game, but I like the way that both teams are playing aggressive offensively, and they're playing just aggressively enough defensively. They're not drawing a lot of fouls. We didn't shot a free throw as of yet. Now, I'll tell you, from a pure standpoint, I really like the fact that we shoot fewer free throws, and the other part that I really like is we only got 5 combined turnovers. For the first game of the season, for the teams to have combined for only 5 turnovers and none in the second quarter, I just think that shows that both these teams have come in well prepared and are executing fairly well here in this opening game.
Yeah, both teams playing solid. Obviously, shooting hasn't been perfect, but it's never going to be.
No.
Other than that, both played strong, and it has been an entertaining game with a lot of speed and.
Don't know if the fans are watching or not, but one of the young cheerleaders just did a phenomenal run down the floor with a really well executed gymnastics routine there. A bunch of turns, a couple of backflips, and I know if I tried any one of those things, I'd end up in traction. So kudos to her.
Athenians bring a second man. Good block from tight from Fuller. That's another deflection. That's going to be a foul on Gooch.
Yep, steal and turnover. Great job.
Momentum from the Athenian defense. Trying to help turn that into some points on the offensive side.
And that's 2 fouls on Gooch, and so we'll see if Coach Bryce Rector leaves him in. Looks like he's going to. Nobody coming off of that bench as of yet.
Yeah, Gooch has been great, especially on the defensive side. We talked about how high he can jump and the fact they did win the tip. I mean, he's had numerous blocks so far.
He's a leaper. My guess is he's a high jumper on the spring track team.
As McLemore gets a nice shot with Gooch in his face. Gets his first points of the night. As Zimmerman.
And those are Crawfordsville's first points off of turnovers as well.
As Gooch looks for Amos, and they're going to call a foul on the Athenians. I'm going to guess it's going to be on Sadian.
Yeah, near steal. I'm not sure how that pass got through about 6 sets of hands. But nope, it's actually going to be on Burris, which will be his second foul.
Fortunate for Burris, but definitely better for the Athenians, because if Sadian gets into foul trouble, you are in some big issues. There's nobody really.
Yeah, he's got to play. He's got to play most of the game. He's got to play as much as he can without foul trouble. But again, Crawfordsville has been playing man-to-man defensively and has done a nice job of mostly keeping the ball out of the hands of the bigs.
Let's go out to Amos, the top of the key. McRoberts finds Zimmerman. Ball goes out to Amos. Good defense from the Athenians, but Amos just a bit too big. He gets that one to fall as well.
Yeah, that just good execution by Greencastle. Reached that point, and Amos overplayed defensively, got the ball back, and when Amos gets the ball down in the paint, just about, don't even foul him, just give him the bucket.
Good block for Gooch again.
6 block shots for Greencastle.
That one on McCarty. Fuller gets it. Looks a man to jump, and he gets his.
That's a nice move by Fuller. Wow.
Fuller's been great on the offensive side so far. As Patton had the opportunity to steal, but just not able to stop himself in time and the foul.
Yep, so it'll be 2 on Patton, 2 on Burris, 1 on a couple of other guys, 14 fouls on Crawfordsville, and a reminder that the next team foul on the Athenians will put Greencastle at the line for the rest of the quarter with bonus free throws.
And we're about just over halfway through, so there's still a lot of time left.
Whistle. Oh, the official was waiting to finish a substitution. One official was administering the ball, the other guy was making sure the other guy was off the floor. No harm, no foul.
As Zimmerman, Patrick Roberts puts up another 3. Bounds again short. Shroud gets the rebound. He brings it back out to Fuller. Shroud pump fakes. It's going to go out to Sadian.
Little hole.
Yeah, Sadian not having Amos on this one.
Yeah, he didn't realize that he was open. If he reversed his pivot back there, he could have gone in and gone to left hand. There we go.
Great move, and Sadian misses the layup, but draws the foul after. Good move though.
Greencastle bailed out. Sadian will hate video. He loved watching that video. He just missed that bunny. But he got his own rebound. Probably will get a second chance.
Sadie, not many options. Go out to Shrout. Finds Fuller open for 3, and he drills it. Fuller's second 3 of the night. Fuller on fire. He's got 10 in this first half so far. Gooch drives in, puts one up, and he gets it in. Timeout from Coach Rector of the Tiger Cubs. Athenians up 16-12, 2:36 left in this first half. Athenian offense definitely heating up so far. I mean, especially compared to the early parts of that second quarter.
It's just been well played. It's low scoring, yes. Both teams have missed a lot of shots, but both teams have created a lot of scoring opportunities. And here's the part, James, that I really, really like, as I've said before. We are 2:36 to go in the second quarter. So that means we have played, about just under 13 and a half minutes. And we've got 6 combined turnovers. That both teams have just executed well. They've not overreacted offensively. They've not overreacted defensively. We've just got some routine contact fouls, routine reaching fouls that we get, in the course of the game. I just think this is a really, really well played first half of a first game.
Yeah, I mean, especially for the fan perspective, you said about fouls, but I mean, there really haven't been any. I don't think we've seen a single free throw so far.
There's not been one. Nope.
So I mean, that at least speeds up, your game. So I mean, definitely nice for the fans who are wanting to watch a bunch of free throws and fouls.
Right. Or for sportscasters and sports writers. We get greedy every once in a while too. Now watch us shoot 45 free throws in the second half.
Athenians trying to run the play. Not a whole lot of success so far.
But even so, patience on offense. You run the play, run the set. Second, third time, all of a sudden somebody gets open on a cut. open for a shot.
You find Sadian. Kicks out to Fuller for three again. He drills it once again. Tyson Fuller, 3 for 4 for 3-pointers.
And a huge assist to Sadian. Huge assist.
He's going to call a foul on
Sadian picks up his first. James, that last whole sequence offensively for Crawford, you just can't talk about enough about how great that was. He did take about a minute off the clock. They ran the set, ran it again. They got the ball down deep. Sadian, rather than trying to force a shot and end up with the 7th block shot of the night, kicks it back out, get it to the hot shooter, bang a 3.
Yeah, Fuller's been unbelievable so far. Already with 13 as Amos hits his free throw.
First free throw of the ball game. Yep.
Second free throw from Amos will also be good. Connects on both.
He made those look easy.
Good move from McCarty. Drops Gooch, but draws a foul on the shot.
Oh, he snapped off an ankle out there at the top of the circle.
Oh, not Gooch, excuse me. That may have been McRoberts, I believe. As Williamson gets first foul. First time we've mentioned his name so far.
Well, his first time just in the ball game as he's come in to give one of the other big guys a blow. But I'll tell you what, that was just a nice move there by McCarty as he snapped an ankle off at the top of the circle. Williams had nothing to do except try and block the shot. Got him with the body. Now McCarty needs to make a second free throw. First free throw of the game for Crawfordsville. Attempts.
Second one will be good from McCarty. First points for him tonight. First free throw for the Athenians tonight. If you're the Athenians now, you have 2 players with 2 fouls in the game for the Tiger Cubs. Gooch back in the game, and you have Evans back once again. Hopefully you can try to draw a foul off of that as Amos puts one up and once again gets it to fall.
Like I said, if he's down on the blocks like that, don't waste a foul. Don't waste a foul. Give it some pressure. Hope he misses the shot. That's all you can do.
McCarty playing well, trying to get not trying to foul, but trying to poke the ball out or at least mess it up. And fortunately, did not work on that one. But
the defensive secret on Amos is to don't let him get the ball. Once he gets it, you're in trouble.
True. The Athenians doing the same move of keeping their offensive running. Waiting for that open look.
4-point lead.
That's a Sadian. You have 30 seconds, I imagine.
Yeah, run this thing down.
As McCarty finds Stroud for 3. Stroud a bit long, but Sadian with a great offensive rebound. As Pierce gives the whistle sign that we take the last shot in this half. Sadian,
he blocked. He thought there was only a couple seconds left on the clock and went to shoot. Got it, ball blocked to his hands, and that caused a turnover. First Crawfordsville turnover of the quarter.
Yeah, very clean quarter from the Athenians, and even both teams. You just do not want to foul here. As Gooch puts one up, and it's going to be no good. And at the end of the first half, the Crawfordsville Athenians up 20-16. So we will be back in about 8 minutes to go over some scoring and other statistics from that first half.
Right. Ray? Back at Crawfordsville High School, while halftime goes on and the dance team performs, we're very graciously joined by girls basketball coach Joe Ferguson, whose Athenian girls lost a tough one earlier tonight in the first game of the doubleheader. Final score was 46-24. And Coach, I know that there was several things very frustrating offensively. Shots weren't falling, and I know the turnovers. I know you'll see a person will say there were too many. I'll let you run through things after watching the first half of the boys' game. Minute to calm down and react and say, all right, what went on tonight in this girls' game?
Well, you kind of hit the nail on the head. We had great opportunities to score. We couldn't get the basket to go in the hoop, and sometimes that's how it is. I thought the first quarter especially, we had outstanding shots. Like we took really good shots. They didn't fall for whatever reason it is. I told the girls at halftime. I told them after the game that even though we weren't making shots, we were taking great shots. But just because they don't go in doesn't mean that we kind of had a letdown because we missed this shot. We missed this shot. And I think that at times our defense kind of was impacted because of that. So if we can learn to, even though we missed this shot, but we got to keep playing on the defensive end, because I thought for much of the game we did great things defensively. It's just we have to put it all together and not have those lapses where they go on a big run because we're not scoring on the offensive end.
A real good point, and we talked about that during the webcast. It seemed like that once those 4 or 5 shots did not go, then there just seemed to be that, and they're teenage girls, or teenage teenagers. I shouldn't say that as girls, because guys do the same thing. But you could just sense the frustration, and you had to call a couple of timeouts, kind of things. And then, some of the things, but I thought then at halftime, I thought she came out. Molly Pierce came out, really on fire in the second half. And overall, I thought the team played real sharp because the lead didn't extend. Some shots did start to fall, and while I know I remarked several times that everybody was looking for a shot. And you talked about that at the Sugar Bee Classic, and the first time we talked last week. You said it's all about looking for a shot, getting to the rim, attacking the rim, and just from an observation standpoint, especially in the second half, I thought the Athenian girls did a very nice job of continuing to look for something closer to the rim.
Yeah, and I told him this, that, we've really been working on in practice about getting to the rim, where, sometimes I feel like they shy away from contact, where, they drive in there and they're afraid that, the girl's going to block their shot, or the girl's going to, hurt them in some way. I'm trying to teach them to, be a lot stronger, finish through contact. At one point in the first quarter, they had 14 fouls, and we didn't go to the free throw line because we stopped attacking. We drove in there. We had some good opportunities to create that contact, but we shied away from it. And if, we can start to put those things together, compared to where we were 2 weeks ago, we weren't even driving in there and attempting shots. We were, turning it over or shooting from the outside before we could do anything. We've taken small steps to at least drive inside and get some good looks. Now we just got to work on, getting to that next step of finishing, through contact, finishing, even though there's a bunch of defenders down there. And, it's a slow process, and I know that. I know that they want to get better, and, so I'm just continuing to harp on them that, hey, even though the score it hasn't been in our favor this year, we got to continue to grow as individuals and grow as a team, and eventually the scoreboard will show.
Is there if there was a magic button, obviously you'd push it. If there was a magic solution, you would do something like that. Yeah. But is there a path over the next week or two as we get through the holiday now and into December, and the conference season is going to start moving its head as those teams start showing up closer and closer on the schedule? I mean, is there what's the practice path? What's the mindset path of the team as we're 7 games into the season now, saying, okay, here's what we've got, here's what this team needs to do next.
Yeah, and I think one thing that hurt us this past week is, we played 3 games in, 4 days, so there wasn't a whole lot of practice time. And after the Fountain Central game, like I knew, 2 or 3 big things that we needed to work on and fix. And we had a great practice Wednesday, and that showed in our game on Thursday, game on Friday. But then it's kind of like, okay, now we got to reset. Here we're coming into Thanksgiving break. Once again, we have a practice on Monday and then a game today. So if we could get just some more practice time, then I think some of those things that we're working on, we stressed defense at the start of the year. Those first 2 weeks before we start playing games, I wanted to make sure that, defensively we were sound, and I think that we've done a great job of growing on the defensive end as a team. But now it's all about kind of figuring out our offense, figuring out how to create shots for each other, figuring out how to finish those shots, because, we've done a better job over the last 3 games of shooting the basketball. We just, still struggle to make those shots, but if we can continue to work on that, I think that as the season goes, our defense will continue to get strong, and then if we're making shots, that makes us play a lot better.
Exactly that. I'll only ask because I know fans are asking, want to know how is Abston? Is she, I know she's working on a knee. The medical staff is there a timetable. I don't have
I do not have a timetable. I know that she's going to the doctor tomorrow.
Okay.
We're hoping to hear some good news. Maybe it's just a really bad strain. Maybe, she can fight back compared to where she was last week, where she could barely even, she was walking on crutches, could barely move, to where today she's still in, the brace, but she's able to kind of like hobble around a little bit more. So she's getting some movement back. So that's a positive. So I'm hoping it's one of those things where, maybe she just needs another week, another 2 weeks. I would love to have her back, but I also don't want to rush her back, and then the knee becomes a lingering problem throughout the year. But when she comes back, I want her full go, ready to go.
Well, about the medical part of that, through that. So the good news is, Meg Gordon and nobody has come and said she's done for the year. That has not happened.
Not yet.
So also I think it's for some improvement and some, work in rehab and get her back whenever the medical staff will allow that to go. So, Coach, last thought, as we head into it, I know we'll wish everybody a very happy Thanksgiving, but how has this team, where has this team gotten better? What do you think your fans need to look for next game down the road, next 2 games down the road?
Well, I think just, we continue to play hard. We continue to battle game in and game out. As people come up to me after the games, that's the first thing they tell me is, hey, you lost, but your team's playing really hard. They're getting after it, and that's one thing that, if we lose every game, if I never win a game in my coaching career, as long as my team is playing hard, that's what I'm going to be happy about. And so far, that's what we've done, is we've played hard. Now we just have to figure out, hey, how can we become better fundamentally? How can we, hit shots? How can we attack the basket without, turning it over or shying away from contact? So we're going to continue to work on those fundamental things, and, it's going to be a process, but all these girls are ready to work, and that's what I love about them, is that they know what they signed up for. They signed up to work not just November, not just December. They're here until January into February, and they're going to come every single day ready to work.
Coach Joe Ferguson, appreciate your time. We'll be there to follow you every step of the way. Best of luck as the season continues, and have a very happy Thanksgiving with you and your family.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
You betcha. Coach Joe Ferguson with us, and we'll get turned around here. We'll look back down to the floor as we're getting ready to start second half action here between Greencastle and Crawfordsville. And we'll slide Mr. Murphy back into his spot. And it's just a quick look. Yes, everything good. You're going to run through a couple quick scores here. So both teams shooting poorly. 28 Crawfordsville, 3 of 18 from 3, but that is a big part of the scoring difference and a 4-point lead. 20 to 16 rebound advantage for the Athenians. Stadium has 9 rebounds already. At halftime, the big number for Greencastle. Shooting the ball poorly, but 6 block shots.
Yeah, we quickly go through some scoring real quick for Greencastle. Sam Gooch with 4, Nathan Sullivan with 2, and Judah Amos with 10. For the Athenians, Ethan McElmore with 2, Tyson Fuller with 13, Mason O'Carty with 1, and Alex Aiden with 4. As ball tipped out from the Tiger Cubs early on and stays Athenian basketball. Athenians entered that half strong and they hope to continue that strength and that confidence they were playing with from the Fire.
Creating good looks offensively is gigantic. Like right there, inside out. Don't force a shot. Reset the offense, do it again.
Yeah, Athenians boys team does a great job of just keeping possession, taking smart shots. As Pan can't get that one.
A good shot, just didn't go.
Yeah, I mean they do a great job of keeping possession and just taking those shots. It's gonna be a foul on Fuller, which will be his second of the night.
The battle, as we said from minute one, is always just keeping the ball away from the Greencastle big guys. And Crawfordsville has done a real good job of that for just about the entire game.
Amos puts one up over Sadian. Amos begins his scoring off quickly. Cuts the lead to 2.
As we said a multitude of times already, when Amos gets the ball down where he just got it, he's going to score. That's the end of the story.
Ernest puts up a jump shot. Is hit after and does not get the call. As Patton is going to get the jump ball, and that will go Greencastle basketball. Ernest not happy with the no-call foul, and I mean, it did look like there were some
the ball got deflected. He certainly thought that he had been bumped, but he didn't get that call, so the referee evidently thought it was nothing but basketball as it left his hand.
Scooch just got it. Has been Roberts. As Amos for 3. Can't get that one to fall. Was not expecting him to take that shot.
Let him shoot that one all night.
Fuller pump fakes. I like pump fake. Drives in. Finds Pat in the corner for 3. Bit long. Fuller gets the rebound. Puts one up and he gets it to go. Tyson Fuller once again. Been the big offensive production from the Athenians, which has been different for the past few years. I mean, normally seen as a defensive guy, but he has been great offensively so far tonight.
Yeah, and that's 9 second chance points for the Athenians. And a steal.
It's from McLemore. His pass just a little too far ahead of Burris.
And they return the turnover favor. That's 5 turnovers now for both teams.
I mean, still a very clean game. I mean, obviously turnovers are happening a bit more frequently, but I mean, still clean.
I'll take 5 turnovers 2.5 minutes into the third quarter.
Yeah. Amos back down, goes out to Gooch. Fuller does a great job defending the cut, but Gooch knocks down the three-pointer.
First three-pointer of the night for Greencastle, and they take a 21-20 lead.
Still down 21-22.
I'm sorry, that was another bucket. We got a bucket down the other side. 22. I was looking at the scoreboard. It's not working. That's my bad.
Sadian knocks down the 3. Not really the player we expect to be seeing taking 3-pointers, but he knocks his down.
Yeah, we'll take that any old minute. That's the 5th tray for Crawfordsville.
Good defense from McLemore to poke it away before getting to Amos. Fuller looks for Sadian, but ball took off of the foot.
Third steal for McLemore.
Handed off to Burns, goes back to Sadian. As McCarty drives in.
That was blocked again. It's blocked 7.
Off of the Athenians' last. Good heads up play from Greencastle hitting off of McCarty last, and McCarty tries saving it. From here, it looked like he threw the ball still out of bounds when it bounced, but they'll give it Athenian basketball.
Yep, after the officials do a nice job of officiating, we get together and they saw exactly what you saw, so now they got to explain to Coach Rector what happened. But from our angle, from this high up, that's, James, what you just said is exactly what happened. McCarty saved the ball, saved it off of a Greencastle guy, and that's what's being explained to Coach Rector.
Unless there was something other small, like the guy trying to save it did step on the line, but
we don't have a good enough angle on it to give him a video to use.
Yeah.
There's a bump.
Wow, on the Roberts. Oh, no, just...
Wow, that was a serious bump. Bruce ended up on the ground out of bounds.
Good steal from Sadian. Playing like a cornerback, but his pass hit over. The defensive back getting that interception, but
He's got a little football time, so that can happen.
a little too greedy going for that one.
Both teams have had difficulty turning turnovers into points. Both teams only got a bucket apiece.
As they find Roberts in the corner for three. Three is denied off of the rim. For his third three-pointer attempt. No, they're not falling for him so far. Athenians still up 4. 3.5 minutes left. Burris puts up a three. Burris gets it to fall. Jake Burris gets his first points of the night. And a timeout.
And the assist to Sadian on that, just
Coach Rector.
Yep. That is what has been so impressive in this ball game with the Athenians offense, because they have worked the offense from the inside out. They've gone inside. Sadian gets it. If he's got an opportunity to look, he may shoot, but for the most part, he hasn't. Especially since the first quarter, he was he hit his first two shots, and then as the big guys from Greencastle kind of narrowed down on. Looking for an open guy, and he's got the ball to a couple open guys, picked up a couple of assists. Burris just knocked down a three. Classic. Just video what you just saw and say, this is exactly how you run the inside-out offense.
Yeah, we'd also like to apologize for any technical difficulties with the audio. I mean, we can't even promise that you're hearing this with some of the difficulties we're having, but we are working on it.
Yeah, that's all right. We're just You can at least follow along and follow the score. Athenians, they have never trailed. Jumped out to a 4-0 lead. They led 9-4 end of 1, 2016 end of 2. I tried to give them a lead once, and that was wrong.
Sutherland finds Gooch. We find Sutherland on the corner to Evans. Evans puts one up, and Evans gets it to fall.
That was magic.
Did not expect that one to have much of a chance getting in, but Evans with the magic touch.
Yep.
Has to Sadian. Tries in, backing him down. Can't. They're going to reset the offense back to McCarty.
Yep. Well, it's back to this, James, it's back to the same thing. You're ahead by 5 points. You do not have to be in a rush to score any points, because you run the game down, and if you go to 0, you win. Whether you win 28-23 or you win 128-123.
Yes, foul will be on
Greencastle.
Connor Sullivan, his first, and McCarty travels back to the line. The other one who has shot free throws for the Athenians so far. But 1 for 2 in his first outing at the charity stripe.
Yeah, it has been a lean night at the line.
And first one all around the rim, but unfortunately does not fall in.
He's 1 for 3. Amos is 2 for 2 for Greencastle, and that's all the free throws we've got tonight, folks.
Second one also not good.
Yeah, he overcorrected. Greencastle now attacks the offensive. They've extended the zone now, really not pushing a man-to-man anymore. But a hand check here, I think. Is Sadie going to get it?
And it will be on Sadian.
Yeah.
Getting out the guy you want. Getting fouls, that's his second, but it's difficult to pull him out of the game. I mean, there are 2 minutes left in the third quarter, so it's not a big worry about foul trouble, but
Not yet. As long as he doesn't do it again. He just reached out defensively and grabbed a guy on the shoulder.
as Gooch puts up a 3, and he gets that one to fall as well. Sam Gooch cuts the lead to 2. Yeah, foul.
Whistle on a hand check foul out there.
Headed by Nathan Sutherland.
Who's first? Nobody in the game has more than 2 fouls, but a lot of guys have 2 fouls.
McLemore tries to the basket, but can't get its reverse layup to fall. Evans gets blocked by Fuller, but gets his own rebound. It passes out to Sutherland, to his brother. Going to,
Timeout. No?
going to call a foul on McCarty.
Oh, okay, got a reach foul. The way the official looked back at Coach Rector, I thought he was asking for a timeout. First foul, McCarty.
As going to call a foul on McLemore as Gooch will go to the line. Has a chance to tie up this basketball game for the first time, I believe, since we started.
Yep. McLemore also now with 2. And at the line, Gooch. 10 points, 4 rebounds, couple of assists, couple steals.
First one a bit long.
Nobody's shooting free throws well tonight except for Amos.
Yep, the big man. Normally not the one that you expect to be knocking down the shots.
No, but I'll tell you what, he's played with his back to the basket long enough. He knows he's going to get fouled, and you need to hit those free throws.
Yeah, Gooch gets a second to fall as the lead's cut down to 1. Close game we've seen apart from 21-22.
Yep.
Athenians haven't scored in some time. So Athenians
3.5 minutes. It's been 2 minutes exactly.
As Carney shot is blocked, it falls straight into the hands of Sadie, and
Let's take it
that's
out.
first points of the half. We're just going to drive in. McLemore almost able to get the steal. Gooch drives in, and he gets his own rebound. Great pass out to Amos, and he gets the and 1. And now he has a chance to have the game, and only player shooting 100% from the line so far has been Judah Amos.
And that was the first second chance points of the night for Greencastle.
Text your buddy or whoever was listening and see if they think it's okay.
Foul's going to be on Burris. That'll be his 3rd. 15 foul. Although we are near the end of the quarter anyway, so that penalty number will reset when we change to the 4th quarter. Amos' free throw is good. So the 3-point play ties our score with 49.2 seconds to go. First time it's been even since 0-0. The Athenians have an opportunity to run the clock down and maybe get the last shot. We'll see if they choose to take a little air out of the ball here, as they did in the second quarter. Took about a minute off before they got a shot off. Man-to-man defensively for Greencastle. James was sending a text out to an audio guy, so that's what. Nice move, Sadian.
He does get that one to fall. Back-to-back points for Sadian. Athenians have the lead. Few seconds left. Sutherland's got to put up a 3, and he gets it to fall. Nathan Sutherland gets it to fall, and for the first time, the Greencastle Tiger Cubs have a lead, 33-32. Going to this fourth quarter, Athenians for the first time down have a lead. So we'll see how much adversity they can battle against.
From 28-21 lead, the Tiger Cubs have really come on strong in the last basically the 3 minutes of that second quarter, going from that down 8 to up 1, hitting that bucket at the buzzer. So they've just found a little bit of offense. They got in the lane a couple times, and on top of that, they've hit 3 threes. They had not hit a 3 in the first half, and they've hit 3 of their last 4 from long range.
Yeah, Gooch has 2 of them, and then Sutherland hit the one at the buzzer.
I expected something fairly low scoring and something fairly close, so I'm not surprised at any of this.
McCarty gets his shot blocked, and they call a foul on Patton.
Yeah. Almost a breakaway foul. McCarty drove into traffic and had, you need to call it, say, had his pass blocked or his shot blocked. Anyway, it gave Greencastle a breakout.
Yeah, it is Patton's 3rd foul of the night. Pierce not making any substitutions as of yet. Gooch kicks it out to Evans in the corner. It's going to be no good. Patton finds Sadian. He gets away with the fall. And the Athenians once again take back the lead. Great pass from Kane Patton to start the charge.
That was a great breakout. Great breakout.
As McGrawitz puts up another 3, it's going to be no good. And Gooch pokes one away. It's going to be no good as shot is blocked. Boy, McElmore got back in there after the ball was poked away from him.
A little bit of a fortunate situation there. The Athenians had lost control of it, although kind of looked from here, appeared like he got fouled. Shot didn't go, and the guys didn't like get the ball back.
That's going to be a foul on Roberts, who throws the hand in there, and we kind of heard the slap from up here.
Mm-hmm. Well, it reaches that point when you're beat, you just got to reach out and grab the guy and just give him his 2 free throws, or in this case, he's going to rule that he was fouled before the shot, so Crawfordsville plays it in. 1 team foul on each squad here, minute and a half into the fourth quarter.
Inbound goes out to Patton. They got to McCarty, finds 4. Great move, great pass fake. As McElmore gets the 3-point, it's going to be no good. Patton gets the rebound. Ball poked away. They're going to call a jump ball.
And on the alternating arrow, Greencastle will have it. That'll give Crawfordsville their 9th turnover of the game after they had gotten the offensive rebound.
As Evans in the corner puts up a three, going to be no good. Fuller gets the rebound, good block. Block out from McCarty. Fuller with a great layup just past Evans. Scooch drives in and gets the and one. It'll be McLemore's third as well. Athenians reaching a point where they have a few players with three, Patton and McLemore.
And Burris. I believe all have three.
So McLemore will stay in the game, but McCarty will come out and Patton will come out. We see Stroud and Burris enter back.
Yep. Gooch with 13, now 14 points.
Yep, which gets it to fall.
Tied with 5:27 to go.
Pass kicked off of Sutherland. As Burris quick three-pointer. Does not get the foul call.
A lot of contact out there for no call.
Yeah, both end up on the floor. As Evans is no good.
That's a huge rebound for Sadian. Right in front of Amos. Amos could have almost picked up a contact foul from the push in the back. Although Amos doesn't have any foul trouble.
Fuller for three. Fuller gets it. Fuller for his fourth three of the night. Fuller's been on fire and has lit this Athenian offense up as they regain the lead up by three. Sutherland, quick jump shot. He gets it to fall as well. The Athenians definitely did not want to take a bad shot here. As Fuller again for three. That one's going to be wide. But McLemore gets the rebound. Puts one up of his own. It's going to be no good. And the Tiger Cubs get the rebound. Amos, ball's kicked out to McLemore. He's got the quick pass to Sadian, but not able to control a few of those for the Athenians.
There's been about three times all in this quarter where Crawfordsville has come up with a steal, engineered a nice defensive play, and then too aggressively heading down the other end of the floor and throw the ball away. 10 turnovers now for Crawfordsville. Interestingly enough, they have only scored one bucket off of the previous 9. Greencastle turnovers. Yep, timeout Crawfordsville. But Greencastle has also only scored one bucket after those Athenian timeouts. So it's been one of those tough nights tonight. Both teams struggling to make something happen after a turnover. And the timeout now will set us up with 3 minutes to go. Long basketball season to come. James, lots and lots and lots of hoops, and we certainly invite everybody watching and listening this evening on our stream that we apologize for the technical difficulties, but first game for us too, so we'll get things kind of figured out, and they will make things better, and hopefully it's been good enough that folks have been able to follow this team, which looks like it's some potential. There's certainly some opportunities for this team to be pretty good. Stadium is going to be solid in the middle, and McLemore and Patton and Burris out in front show me a lot of potential in the guard spot, and forward. If Fuller's going to be your shooting guard/forward out there, and being rain in 2s and 3s like he's doing, there'll be some nice opportunities for some inside-out action for this team as the season goes along.
Fuller can continue this streak for games to come. I mean, this Athenians team will be great. I think regardless of the outcome of this, I think both teams would be very proud with how they played. I mean, obviously miscues, but again, I mean, you're never going to be perfect in any game, especially in your first one. Scrimmages are like one thing in inner squad, but when you get to a game, you can practice only so much, and when you get to a game, anything can happen. Foul trouble becomes an issue.
Yep. Well, you don't want to be perfect your first game. You want to be perfect on your last game when you're playing in the tournament.
Which gets it, kicks out to McRoberts. The Sutherland puts up a 3. Wow, this is going to be no good.
That was one of the rare poor shot selections for Greencastle tonight. They have normally run their offense and got pretty good shot selections. That was not a good choice. And that was not a good pass.
Block, but Burris gets it, and it's going to be foul call on Gooch. Gooch thought he had that one. It was very close to.
Well, he got the ball. He got the ball, but hit him on the top of the head. That's what happened. I mean, he got a clean block, but as his arm came down on the block, he whacked him on top of the head.
So, and these are very important free throws for Burris. If you hit both, then on his next possession, regardless, Greencastle cannot take the lead. So,
Burris's first free throws of the night.
He's a very good shooter. And first one is good. As McMore's going to come in for Patton.
Cool as the underside of the pillow on that free throw. Lefty just strokes.
Yep, and that second one is also perfect. As Athenians in the lead to 3 now. 2:30 left in this game. So they're going to call a foul. Looks like it's going to be on Fuller. Says third.
Yet another crossover player. He has, James just said, it's his second. A bunch of other guys have 3. 3 team fouls on Crawfordsville. They still got 1 to give. Although the one thing not being part of the game this year is to change some strategies. Crawfordsville really extending the defense out, which they need to do.
They just got to stay clean, and they're going to call another one on Fuller.
So that's Fuller's fourth team foul, so that means that Greencastle will now shoot 2 on every common foul, with the exception of a player control foul. Greencastle has only 2 fouls.
Amos to the post.
Too hard.
It's a bit long, but Gooch gets his shot to fall over McCarty. Gooch has been very good in the second half.
Sure has.
Athenians slow it down. A minute 40 left. I mean, they have time to play with, but you got to put up a good shot here because you only have 1.
Well, you don't have to put up a shot at all, remember? There's no shot clock here.
You can't keep it up, but if you're going to put up a shot, you're going to want to put up a shot.
There you go. Thank you. There's no shot clock, so there's no rush. There was a bad, let's see, recovery.
As Fuller gets a steal immediately.
Nope. Back to action. Lob pass, no. Got to save it. He's on the line.
So we got Tiger Cup basketball.
So it was chaos on both ends of the floor, starting off with a really nice defensive poke away by Evans, who then couldn't control it here, but Crawfordsville then couldn't control it the other way. They had a 3-on-1 break, but couldn't see the open man.
Yeah, Burris on it. Great D. I think it was one of the 6'6" defenders from Greencastle, and I mean, Burris, it's not easy to get past him. He did have 2, but again, not an easy one.
Yep, at the end of the minute,
that's Amos again. Throws one up, no good. Ball sits around and Fuller gets hold of the ball.
Amos has missed his last 2 shots, and I would have paid you $1.50 before the game, but I never thought I'd say that. I never thought that young man down there that close to the rim would miss 2 big shots in a row.
Yeah, quick foul on this, Nathan Sutherland.
That's his second.
There are 3 fouls.
Yep.
So the Athenians definitely can keep it slow. You got to make sure that you get this inbound and clean.
Yeah, that's the next part.
As Burris gets it. Burris got it forward. Can take some time. All of them can take some time. Burris.
Yep. Greencastle has extended the defense out now, so they'll start getting more aggressive defensively. Under a minute to play, 50 seconds. Whistle, foul.
Foul on Amos. So next one they will be shooting. I believe it is 2 free throws regardless.
Yes.
So bonus plus.
At this point now, both teams have got 4 fouls. So on the 5th foul, no matter what, unless it's player control foul, it's now 2 free throws to be shot. And we got a whistle and a timeout. Curdy's second being asked for by Greencastle. So that's the strategy. There is no 1 and a bonus anymore. There is not that 7, 8, 9 fouls anymore like there used to be. College ball still has it, but high school does not. And so it's taken away that they foul this guy, see if he'll miss the front end of a 1-and-1 and we get the ball back. No, you're going to the line for 2 every time. So we've got a lot of 4s on the board, 44 seconds to go, 41-40. Our lead, Crawfordsville, has led the gigantic majority of this ball game. Greencastle had a, let's see if I remember where it was here. They had a 33-32 lead at the end of the 3rd quarter. And they led 1. Did they lead 1 other time?
I don't believe. No. I think it was just that.
No, that was it. Crawfordsville got a bucket to start the 4th quarter, and we were tied at 36. And it's been within 1 again a couple different times. So it's been exactly, James, I think it's been a really, really well-played first game of the season. I really,
well, I mean, both teams have been exceptional, I'd say.
I mean,
first game.
Yeah, I mean, from a fan standpoint and as an Athenian standpoint, from having watched Crawfordsville play basketball, 40 years now, this is certainly a good first game. There's a lot of things. There's a lot of positives to build on. We certainly want to get the win. And now we're going to have a Crawfordsville timeout as they see what Greencastle set up defensively. Critical for the Athenians to get the ball in play. That's the first thing. Now after the 30, we get another minute or 30 seconds to kind of figure out ourselves what's going on.
I mean, there's also a strategy for both teams, like do you foul, do you not foul, and then for the Athenians, it's who would you like to have the ball?
Right.
I mean, we saw Burns shooting well,
yes,
but I do think that all the players on the floor are capable of shooting. I mean, Alex Fabian, I would say, probably the worst shooter, but that also is because he's a big man. But he did hit the 3-pointer he took. So, I mean, I think there's a lot of strategy of keeping your good shooters on the floor.
Right.
But you got to play smart so that you can hit those free throws if you need to.
Right. Well, here's the first now thing is they got to get the ball inbounds. That's the most important thing now, because now on any foul you're going to shoot too. So your free throw shooters, you got to have confidence in anybody that's there. Greencastle will be aggressive. They'll be aggressive, trying to steal the inbounds pass right away. And I would guess that they will try and be very aggressive defensively because they need the ball back. They are not going to win this 41-40 game, so they're not going to let Crawfordsville have it for very long. Get it in easier than I thought. Handle the ball well, guys.
Yes, Burns has got it. 30 seconds left.
Yep. Again.
Burns draws the foul. Not one that he needs to go for, but a good open lane. So,
just, I'm not going to second guess anybody. I would bet $1 that was not the design play. You're leading. You want to keep the ball. But Burns hit a couple of real big key free throws a moment ago. So he's at the line, and let's see if he can put 2 more down, though.
I mean, this is a
Lefty's got a lot of confidence.
Very pressure situation, but he looks calm. That's cool.
He's got 1 3 and 2 free throws.
That's good.
Yep.
We have no Athenians there to try to get the rebound. They're all just ready to play defense. Even for Athenians, you got to be smart though. Because you can't get a foul.
You do not want to foul on the rebound. Now it's a second free throw. You just concede the fact that if Burris misses, you're not going to get the ball. But those are 2 huge free throws.
Yeah, kudos to Burris for getting that. As Gooch puts one up, short. Backmore gets it. He's going to slow it down. Finds Fuller. That's McCarty. They're going to call a foul. And Fuller will be going to the line shooting 2.
Yeah, Greencastle, wow, that just, Gooch short on that shot just a little bit, and boy, a guy with that experience, Crawfordsville has been real fortunate, and I'll just say that right now, as we're going to get a timeout asked for by Greencastle. Crawfordsville has seen Greencastle's 2 biggest and best players come up with a couple of critical misses in the fourth quarter. Amos, who has just been money in the middle, missed both of his fourth quarter shots. He's 0 for 2 this quarter, and that's just gigantic, and Gooch just missed that shot right there in Crawfordsville. And kudos to the Athenians defensively, because they did not make it easy for the guys to shoot, and then on top of that, then they also came up with critical defensive rebounds. And so at the end of the night, we're going to see, just looking at the number of dots I've got down, I think Crawfordsville is going to end up with a slight margin on the rebound category. But man, Sadian has got 4, 8, 9. He's got 11. But here's the other part, James. Patton, 6. McLemore, 5. Fuller, 5. They are combined for 6 fourth quarter rebounds, and 5 of those are defensive rebounds. Burris and McLemore each have a big offensive rebound as well. So, Crawfordsville is, we're 17 seconds away from a win. A couple of free throws here makes things a whole lot better, but there's still a long ways to go. This Greencastle team can score points fast, and Crawfordsville's got to play smart. They got to just play smart. Taking a couple of free throws would be really big here, too. First free throws of the game for 4.
Fuller's first one is good. Wow. Big shot from Fuller.
That is 5 for 5 in the fourth quarter. Let's see if I jinx him.
Not yet. Fuller gets it to fall once again. Gooch going to drive in. Not many options at all.
Good defense.
Evans for 3. Evans gets it to fall.
Makes the 3, and Greencastle calls, I believe, their last time out of the game.
3-point basket. Evans.
Wow, and that's a big shot by Evans. That's his first made 3 of the night.
Yeah, after those free throws, I felt a sense of confidence that Athenians were going to bring it home, but
No.
after that,
You don't feel confident until it's 0-0, and Mr. Gerald's buzzer won't stop going off. Yeah, there's way too much yet to go here. Crawfordsville has got to hit. They got to hit at least one more free throw, because somebody's going to get. The pressure is going to happen, because there's no risk for Greencastle in not throwing major pressure on the inbounds play. Go for the steal.
Got to get that ball in.
Right, because if you foul on the steal, they're still going to shoot free throws. And if Crawfordsville gets the ball in bounds, whoever gets the ball is going to get fouled immediately. So Crawfordsville's got to get the ball into whoever. Now, Burris is 4 for 4 from the line this quarter. Fuller just hit 2 free throws as well. So we probably want to try and get the ball to them. But in the same point, Greencastle knows that. So, there's a lot of strategy involved. This is, like I said, this has been a really, really good opening night game. I'll take this kind of game just about any night if you, on an II broadcast. Well played, well coached, well executed on both sides. So let's see what happens. Crawfordsville has got McCarty to bring it in. He can use the whole baseline to run it in. Throws it away. Yep, he threw it away. Somebody zigged instead of zagged. And now, down 2. Greencastle still has to hit a bucket. But they have it right underneath their own hoop.
6.6 left in this one.
Lob to Gooch.
Gooch going to drive in. Blocked by McLemore. He has another one. He gets it to fall. And we are going to overtime. 45 going into overtime.
So there you go. See how fast it can change? You thought you were going home early. No homework for you tonight, buddy. I gotta go home, finish a little laundry, and pack, write 2 stories, and then early in the morning leave for Detroit.
And when are you going to Detroit, Jeff?
I've got the Thanksgiving Day game for Fox. We've got Packers and Lions on at noon on Thursday. So yeah, 18. Just one little thing is all it takes. 19, 5, 8, 6, 7, 10, 12, 13, 1 through 3, 6, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 12, 15, 16, 20. I was talking about rebounding. The Cumberland holds a 10 rebound margin at the end of regulation, 36 to 26.
We only have a 4-minute overtime. So we'll see how each team decides to play. So they want to play quick, want to play slow.
Right.
All depends on the tip, really. As McCarty gets it off the tip. Athenians definitely slowing it down. Knowing what they need to do. It's as the scoreboard says, we do keep the fouls and the bonus.
Yes.
Going into this overtime.
It's interesting. Some things are an extension of the fourth quarter and some are not. I believe it. Each team only gets 1 timeout. I think I don't believe they get to keep. I think Coach Pierce had 1 or 2 left, but doesn't get to keep those. I know Coach Rector used all his.
They already brought off a minute.
Yeah.
This cards are Athenians.
Well, hey, you're not trailing. You don't have to. Just go get a good shot.
Ernest puts one up, no good. And the Tiger Cubs regain possession with 2:50 left. Huge pump fakes. Out to McRoberts. Back to Amos on the wing. And it's Evans for 3. Evans no good. McLemore with the rebound. See how the Athenians elect to do this one.
Well, they ran a minute off the clock before they got a shot and got into the land of the big trees. Briss just continues to want to drive into that big packed up lane. Now they bring it back out.
It's Bacardi. Kind of looking for some revenge after the little miscue.
Yeah. He went out of bounds.
Out of bounds, that would stay Athenian basketball. You got that Fuller not getting any contact.
Fortunate, very lucky break for Crawfordsville that he just literally slid out of bounds with control of the basketball. Well, that was going to be another critical turnover for Crawfordsville. As it is, the Athenians play it back in, tied up, no scoring here in this overtime period, halfway through the first extra period. Oh, I said first extra period. I didn't mean to do that.
Cardi drives in. It's a shot blocked. Tiger Cubs regain possession. Minute and a half left. Greencastle definitely not worrying as much about the clock and just trying to get that good shot. It's at least first possession, but as I say that, it's slowing it down on the second one.
Yeah.
There's a shot's going to be no good, and they're going to call a foul on Amos.
Yeah, Sadian
2 shots.
Sadian had fantastic defensive rebounding position right there. And that shot was by Gooch. He was out of position, a little out of control. Sadian picks up rebound number 13, and it will be his first free throw opportunities of the night. It has been a free throw light ball game, but Crawfordsville has shot well, 7 of 10 so far through regulation. Greencastle was 5 of 8 through regulation.
First one for Sadian is good. Big free throws.
Yep, and this is because of the great rebound he had and the penalty situation.
Second one for Sadian.
Short.
Short, but McElroy gets the rebound. But Gooch gets it back. Gooch goes out to Evans. Evans finds Amos back. Minute 5 left. Down to a minute. Good defense from McCarty. Hooks it out. We have 50 seconds left. Good job from McLemore. McLemore's done that. I know last year is great at drawing the charge.
And that is the first player control foul that we have had in this game. James, that's amazing. I think it's the first offensive foul we've had called today. Huge, but I'm sure don't dispute that call. I mean, McLemore does a nice job of drawing it, but he sure did not flop. Gooch made solid contact with him, and McLemore just went with contact and was able to draw the foul. That's Gooch's 4th. But most importantly, it is a turnover.
You gotta get this inbound in as we see McLemore. As Fuller gets it.
Fuller's the release valve, and he got the ball.
Fuller finds Burris. Burris puts up a shot and he gets it. Burris still playing with fire.
Alrighty.
Scooch drives in. McLemore ends up with the ball like a running back, but contact as Scooch will shoot 2. McLemore's 4th.
That's McLemore's 4th. Stops the clock with 10 seconds to go. Gooch is 2 for 3 from the line.
His first one's no good.
2 for 4. Well, James, like I said, I would have never, ever bet that the two leaders of this Greencastle team would miss a couple of crucial shots.
Second one's also short. They're going to call a foul on Amos.
Yeah.
That's going to be Fuller shooting free throws once again.
I think Gooch missed that on purpose. He missed it short because they wanted to get the offensive rebound.
And they get boxed out.
Yes. Evans, they had the big guys there, and Evans was trying to get the ball, but really phenomenal defensive rebound positioning right there for Fuller. Fuller pulls down his 6th rebound of the night. It is the 4th foul on Evans, which really doesn't matter at this point in time, but it's a 3-point game, and let's see what happens with the free throws.
First one's going to be just off the mark.
Good part is he gets 2 no matter what. So Crawfordsville, after making 6 in a row in the 4th quarter, have now missed 2 in overtime.
Fuller gets the second one to fall. There's a steal, and Jake Burris gets it. They're going to call a foul, and Burris will be shooting free throws.
The first steal of the game for Burris. 11th turnover for Greencastle. They have had 3 huge turnovers in this overtime. And Burris, who has produced a gigantic amount of stomach acid in the coaching staff, I'm sure, but is 4 for 4 from the free throw line, can just about, no, there's too much time left. Don't say put icing on the cake.
First one is a bit short.
Yeah, brag on the dog. Look what happens. Crawfordsville now 1 for 4 from the line in the overtime. But it's still a 4-point lead no matter what Greencastle does. Unless it's gigantically crazy, can't tie it with one shot.
Second one is also no good. Sullivan brings it up with speed. Pass it out. Gooch for three. Blocked. That's the one. Burns has got it. Finds Fuller. That's going to be another foul.
Wow. Greencastle has 8 block shots tonight, and that is Crawfordsville's first, and it could not have come at a bigger time. McLemore gets that. He gets the rebound. That gives him 7 boards for the game. Get this. A light night on the score sheet, only 2 points for McLemore, but he's now got 7 boards, a block shot, 3 steals, and an assist.
And the charge that also led.
He also drew. That's right. He was also on the contact that drew a control foul.
Fuller's first is good. Fuller's second is also good. Sullivan's shot is no good, and that will be the game. Your Crowdsville Athenians pick up the victory, 51-45. What an unbelievable game between the two. So before we set it off, we'll go through some scoring. For Greencastle, leading them with Sam Gooch with 19. Nathan Sutherland added 7. Cody Evans with 5. Judah Amos with 14. Now for the Athenians, Mason McCarty had 1. Ethan McLemore with 2. Drake Burris with 8. Alex Senior with 14, and your star of the show, Tyson Fuller, with a whopping 25 to lead the Athenian team. About half of their points all coming from Tyson Fuller.
Literally 1 under the 50% mark. It's certainly a huge opening night win for Crawfordsville. 1-0 on the season. You just can't ask James for anything better than what just happened. Pitching a shutout in the overtime, 45-45 at the end of regulation, and coming out and taking Greencastle's best shot. Greencastle wanted to get the ball to Amos, and he missed a shot. They wanted to get the ball to Gooch, and he missed 2 shots and missed 2 free throws. So gigantic scenarios where Greencastle got the ball to the guys they wanted to get the ball to. Crawfordsville made it difficult, made it impossible for them to score. They were impossible to score in the last 4 minutes of overtime because they stayed at 45, and Crawfordsville got 6 and wins this thing 51-45. Can't be more impressed with a good opening night win. The Athenians finished with only 12 turnovers. They finished with 11 points, or 11 second chance points. Plus on the rebound numbers, just a really nice night. Sadie finishes with a double-double with 14 points and 12 rebounds. So just a great night for him and a great night for the Crawfordsville team.
Yeah, so we'd like to thank you for watching, and we wish you all safe travels for Thanksgiving and a happy Thanksgiving.